Mic check, mic check, mic check. Turn off. Good evening, Eagles Nation. Welcome to a late night edition of JV Hockey, where your Pine Creek Eagles are going to be looking for the season sweep against the Liberty Lancers. Your Eagles are going to be the visiting team this time here at Clune Arena. We're set for puck drop here in just a moment. The Eagles are coming into this game with an undefeated 8-0-1 against Liberty, who's currently sitting at 0-5-1. Eagles looking to close out this series with yet another W, having won the first two games 5-0. We're going to be getting underway here momentarily. Your starting lineup today is going to be in net Dustin Adams-Brown making the start for your JV Eagles tonight. The starters for this game are slated to be Wallace Dover and Will Blasco starting that defense. And a big change-up in the lines by Coach Mike Snuggs. So we're going to see at center, Kruin Feltman, Braxton Burst, and Wesley Hall starting this game off. We'll be getting underway here momentarily. Feldman takes the face-off and wins it back to Dover, center ice. He chips it off the far boards and into the offensive zone it goes. Going down the far boards is Wesley Hall, who sends it behind the net. It gets interrupted and goes up to center. And we have a quick stoppage as it makes its way out of the zone. So we'll have our first offensive zone face-off to the right of the Liberty goaltender, Gabriel Stephen. Puck is dropped, won by Feltman, all went back to his winger, but it lands quickly on the stick of a Liberty forward who gets it to the red line and into the offensive zone. But nice check by the Eagles D causes the puck to go the other way. Braxton Burst picks up the puck, gets it into the zone. Held in at the line. No, it wasn't held in at the line. Delayed offside was called, and we're going to get a whistle, and we're going to get our first line change. So next line that's going to come out, it's going to be Karina Frew. She'll be centering Hayden Wiseman and Koa Severe. She takes the face-off, wins it back to Colt Tollefson, and he's playing opposite of Sam Schaefer today. Puck battle across the far side boards. Liberty gets control. Brings it in the zone, but a centering pass is picked up by Wiseman, who sends it out to center. It's picked up, turnover in the offensive zone. Eagles get control. Wiseman shot on goal, pad save, sitting there in the crease, kicked aside by Liberty. Liberty throws it out to center, ends up on the stick of Tollefson. He chips it back in, and it's going to be too tall and it's going to go for an icing call. So we're going to go back down, and we'll have our first defensive zone face-off. This one will be adjacent and to the left of Dusty Brown. Same personnel. Nope. We're going to get a line change again. Yep, we are going to get a line change. Looks like Ike Everhart's going to be out there. He takes his face-off. He pushes it forward to Anthony Serafino, who's taking it down the boards. Third winger is going to be Gavin Leon. Puck is helped in at the point by Tollefson. He pushes it, and he's bumped off the puck. Liberty gets a stick on it, but they're unable to clear it, but eventually do. Everhart picks it up at the red line, kicks it over to Leon. He chips it in off the boards and into the zone. Eagles tag up, get onside. Go down to the near side board. Serafino, he blows the tire, but still has the puck. Sends it behind the net. Liberty wraps it up to the point. Blasco's come on a line change, and he sends a shot wide of the net into the near side corner. Goes all the way to Wankowski, who's come out. His centering pass ends up on Everhart. Nice shot on goal. Nice save by Liberty's goaltender. Kicks it to the side. And sent up to the blue line, but sent right back in by Blasco. Liberty D recovers. Pine Creek gets a line change behind. Snuggs comes on, as does Gage Nelson and Jameson Cooper. Nice pass. Beautiful save. Beautiful save by the Liberty goaltender. We had some nice moves and a stretch pass from Nelson over to nice pass from Nelson over to Cooper, who sends it shot on goal. Rebound goes right to the front. Follow-up shot by Snuggs. Beautiful save by the goaltender. We'll get a face-off. Still 0-0. 14:27 in the first. Nelson's taking this face-off. Here, puck is dropped. He wins it to himself, gets control, spins around, gets to the slot. He's bumped off the puck. But Pine Creek is able to keep it in. Winkowski throws it softly on goal, and it'll be covered by the Liberty goaltender, and we'll do it again. Nelson again is going to take this face-off. Puck is won back to the blue line. Shot from Blasco goes over the net. Rebound goes right in front. And a shot on goal by Cooper. But the net is knocked off the line, so we'll get a whistle, stoppage, and a complete wholesale line change. Coming on for the forward line is going to be Wesley Hall, Crewen Feltman, Braxton Burst, and on defense is going to be Tollefson and Dover, as we're only running 5D right now. Face off left to the Liberty goaltender. Feltman takes it, pushes the near side boards, gets it to Wesley. Wesley sends it out, kept in by Dover. He sends it in deep, but wide of the net. Four checkers get in and battle for it in the corner. Puck comes out, is sent out the other way, and goes the length of the ice, but it's going to be too tall and goes all the way down, so Liberty will have iced the puck. Same personnel are going to remain on. Feltman appears to be taking his face off once again. Pine Creek already out shooting Liberty 6-0. Kept in at the blue line by Tollefson. Chipped down the boards by Wesley, but the first one to it is a Liberty defender. They take it to the opposite wall, try to chip it out of the zone, and are able to knock it off of the skate, and it goes the other way. Icing's waved off. It goes all the way to the Pine Creek goal line. But Tollefson gets back there. Nifty stick work, gets around forechecker and pushes it up to the blue line and gets it to center. Liberty gets to the puck first, and then they send it right back in, and Dover will try the other side and along the far side boards. He skates it out to center. Nifty stick work, gets the blue line, brings it in, goes to the bottom of the circle. Shot on goal. Nice save by Liberty's goaltender. Then it goes to the near side corner where Feltman picks it up, and it is sent back down in the corner by the Pine Creek offense. Hall picks it up in the near side corner, but it comes all the way out, and Liberty is first to it, and they get center ice. Back checking Wesley Hall gets to it and disrupts the play, causes a turnover. And Pine Creek will start to get a line change behind the scenes where Wiseman picks it up, tries to bring it in 1-on-4, but he's held up at the blue line momentarily. Puck is sent in all the way down, and he begins the forecheck. Karina Frus picked up the puck. Nice stick work by Liberty. They knock it off her stick. Big hit by Wiseman along the near side boards. The puck squirts out the center where Schaefer picks it up, and he sends it over to Winkowski. Winkowski's stretch pass misses. It's going to go for an icing. So Schaefer and Winkowski be playing D. Karina and Koa are going to be out there. Appears Karina's taking this face off. She wins it over to Winkowski. He takes it up the far boards. Centering pass is intercepted by Liberty. They chip it back up to the red line. But he gets back and bumps that player off the puck and holds it up at the front of the Pine Creek bench. And the puck is pushed the other way. Turnover to Wiseman just outside the blue line. He brings it in. Shot is wide of the net. Goes to the far corner. And Pine Creek is first to it in the slot. Chipped off the boards. Schaefer gets it. He throws it to the opposite corner. And Karina's going to go into the corner. puck is kept in at the blue line after being wrapped up the boards momentarily. Blasco stands up a kid at the blue line, but the puck comes out the center, and Schaefer will go back and pick it up. Shaver heads up, looks, finds Koa. Koa brings it in the near side boards. He's a 1-on-3 while Pine Creek's changing behind the scenes. He takes it down behind the net. Surveying. Tries a reverse move, still has possession. Centering pass on the stick of Serafino. He wraps it back behind and gets it to Everhart, who's come on. Everhart reverses direction, sends it the other way, but nobody's there, and Liberty's first to it. And they'll send it the length of the ice, but icing his waves as Pine Creek was close. Retreating back is Gavin Leon. He gets it, chips it to center. Liberty's there. Liberty has it at the red line. The Pine Creek's defense causes a turnover. Everhart picks it up and brings it down top of the circle. Drag move, comes off a stick, drops to Tollefson. He fans on a shot, turns it over, and it's starting to go the other way. They're back checking. Nice work, stick work by Blasco. Gets the puck out of the zone. And Everhart comes in and picks up the puck, gets it to center. Liberty has the puck at center ice. Shot attempt, first action's Dusty's seen. He's equal to the task. Easy glove save, but he'll cover it up. So with 9:55 left in the first, we'll still be 0-0. New personnel coming on. Looks like we're going to have Colton Snuggs coming on with Jameson. Looks like we're going to have Snuggs, Cooper, and Nelson. Nelson takes his face off, left of Dusty. Wins the puck forward to the blue line, gets it as he does, has it. Nice drag move around the defense. He's got a 2-on-1. He's got Cooper, gets it to Cooper. Cooper takes it, sends a shot. I don't know how the Liberty goaltender kept that out. It was a wide open net, but he was equal to the task, and we'll have a stoppage. Shout out to Gage Nelson. His first game back after getting called up to varsity. He had a goal in his first shift with the varsity Eagles a couple nights ago, but he is sorely needed on this team and being the offensive leader. After puck drop, Liberty controls. They have it in front of their bench, banging it off the boards, but Pine Creek's defense is kind of stymieing their ability to do anything. Snuggs picks up a loose puck after it squirts out. He brings it into the blue line, top of the circle. Shot, easy to block or save. Rebound is at the dot. Gage is forechecking, goes 1-on-3, comes away with the puck and gets it to the point to Schaefer. His shot goes into the breadbasket of the goaltender. We didn't get a screen quite there, and they'll cover it up, and we'll send some new players on the ice. Wholesale line change. Looks like Feltman's come on out, as has Wesley Hall, and looks like Braxton Burst, Tollefson, Winkowski at D. Liberty controls after the puck drop. Takes it behind their own goal. Battle in the far corner. Wesley Hall forechecking with the assistance of Burst. Puck comes out to blue line. Kept in by Tollefson momentarily, but it squirts out to center. Delayed offsides. Pine Creek gets tags up. Feltman brings it in. He gets a nice shot, goes on goal. Nice save by the goaltender. Rebound comes out to Winkowski. His shot is wide of the mark. Picked up by Wesley Hall. He's surveying, bangs it off the board, but nobody there but a Liberty player. Winkowski comes over to help Tollefson and pushes it back in, and Liberty will try again. This time they go vertical. They get it out to center, but nobody there but Pine Creek. Braxton gets it around the player, gets it forward, gets it to Wesley Hall, who's in the slot. Puck comes to the line. Tollefson's a shot in, wide of the net to the left, goes to the near side corner. Rebound picked up by Winkowski, who's behind the net. He gets it to Wesley. Wesley has first to it. He chips it into the corner. Pine Creek's getting a partial change behind the scenes. Karina's come on. Wiseman's coming on, and Blasco's coming on. Turnover at the blue line by Blasco. Liberty gets there. They get a shot. Goes high and wide. No harm, but they're first to the puck. Liberty player centering pass intercepted by Pine Creek defender Blasco. He chips it out to center, and pushes it into the offensive zone. Liberty first back behind their own goal. They wrap it all around the boards, kept in by Lucas. Shot on goal, easy stick save by Liberty goaltender, and he will cover. A little after the whistle action with by Wiseman, and he's shooed away by the referees, and we'll get the rest of our line change. So coming on is Everhart. He's going to have Leon and Serafino. Dover and Blasco at D. Puck is dropped. Liberty controls. Turnover in the dot. Nice recovery by Liberty. Dover keeps it in at the blue line by pinching, but Liberty's able to get it out. They're bringing it in one-on-one. Nice stick work by Blasco. Disrupts that entry and sends it the other way. Serafino's in on the forecheck. So way offside. Everhart tried to drag the line, but Serafino fell down below the circle, and he wasn't able to get up and get back. And so we'll have a neutral zone face-off. 7:09 left in the first. Puck is dropped, controlled by Pine Creek. Leon centering pass goes to Everhart. His shot is wide of the mark, bounces off the boards, but Pine Creek's there momentarily. Centering pass intercepted by Liberty. They're unable to get it out of their zone as it's kept in by Dover. Dover takes it down below the dot, centering pass to a wide open player on the near side, but it's right in his feet and he's unable to do anything. Turnover by Liberty, gets it to shot by Leon. Easy save. Rebound goes to Dover. Dover sends it below the line. Pass to the slot is intercepted. Intended for Serafino, but Liberty's there. Shot pass by Dover is tipped towards the goal, but not on goal. Follow-up shot goes tipped by Everhart and goes on goal, but kept. Liberty's breaking it out. Blasco gets back and able to disrupt the play going the other way and picks up the puck. He skates through couple players and brings it in. He's got Snuggs on the far side, chips it in behind the goal, and he's first to it. Looking for somebody, gets it out front to Snuggs. Stick lifted at the last second. Schaefer comes on. His shot is blocked, but he's able to get to it. And it's wrapped around the far side boards by Gage Nelson. Liberty is able to get to it first. They center it the length of the ice. It's going to go on goal. Dusty slows it down with his sticks, leaves it for the captain, Winkowski, who chips it out to center. Turnover at the red line, and Nelson's in with Snuggs, 2-on-1. Shot high and wide, and Gage misses. It goes around the glass, but it's kept in by Winkowski on the near boards, who sends it back in, and Gage will be first to it. Gage is looking, surveying. He's got somebody behind. He sends it behind the net to Cooper. Cooper sends it out to Schaefer at the point, and he goes the other way, and we've got a whistle and a stoppage. Looks like the net once again has come off the moorings, and so we'll get a stoppage for that. Partial line change. Looks like Winkowski's going to stay out there with Schaefer. Feltman's going to take this face off. Puck is dropped. Liberty pushes it to the point. Schaefer's there. His shot is blocked by Liberty defender. And it squirts out to center. Winkowski gets there first and pushes it back to center ice. Turnover onto stick of Feltman. Feltman's got burst with him. Shot blocked or save. Liberty's goaltender. Follow-up shot off the rebound. Deflected off a Winkowski stick. Goes into the near side corner. Battle along the near side boards. Kept in by Schaefer. Thrown to the opposite corner. First to it is Feltman. He picks it up. Nice spin move. Gets control. Surveys. Looking for somebody. Centering pass is sent on goal. Nice shot by Wesley Hall, but saved by the goaltender and sent to the boards. Schaefer throws it in again behind the net. Goes off the boards. It comes halfway up the other side. Pine Creek's first to it. And able to keep it in once again is Schaefer. Schaefer's shot goes off the knob of the stick and almost in, but goes over the net. Pine Creek's there. Pine Creek centering pass by Feltman, intercepted, pushed the other way. Battle behind the net. Feltman leaves it for Wiseman. Wiseman sends it out to the point. Schaefer again sends it in. It's blocked to the side, and goes to the corner. Puck is turned over by Liberty. Winkowski brings it in, pushes it behind the net, and it looks like Karina's come on. She's first to the puck. Drops it for Wiseman. Wiseman sends it back to Karina, but she's bumped off the puck in the slot. Delay offside. Puck came out of the zone. We got players inside. The puck went out, so we're going to get a quick stoppage with 3:10 left in the first. So similar to how the first two games went, a little sluggish in the first. Hopefully the second and third are similar to how they were the last two games where Pine Creek broke it open. Karina is taking this face off. She pushes it back to the defender. Dover throws it in, goes all the way around the boards, and Karina's unable to beat the Liberty defender to the puck. They reverse direction and go to the far corner, but Pine Creek is able to hold them up there. Liberty chips it to the blue line, kept in and sent back in. Sitting in the slot momentarily and pushed out to center. Dover picks it up, gets the red line, and softly chips it back in. Liberty will be first to the puck, and they'll pick it up and skid it to center ice. Pine Creek retreats to their own D zone, picks up the puck, and they send it the other way. Liberty able to do the same and get it out of their zone, and they just go ahead and send it to the center ice. Everhart and Tolleson missed on a couple passes, but were able to maintain possession. Liberty players falling down left and right, and we've got a stoppage for an offside, I believe, is what it looked like. We had players all over the place. And so refs blew the whistle as somebody was on the wrong side of the blue. Everhart takes the ensuing face-off. Puck is dropped, one backwards. Pine Creek pushes it forward. Everhart pushes it up to Leon. He sends it to the point to Blasco. His shot is high and wide, goes off the glass. Leon forechecking, but Liberty able to get around it. They get the blue line, but Schaefer sends the puck the other way. Liberty throws it out of their zone, lands on the stick of Schaefer. He's looking for somebody, finds Everhart. And we're gonna have a little game of tennis here momentarily. We retreat to our own zone. Schaefer tries another outlet pass, sends it over to Blasco, sends it the other way. Centering pass goes on the stick of Serafino, but he's bumped off the puck as he was 1-on-3. Liberty tries to bring it at the blue line. Spin move goes nowhere. Puck comes off the stick, and the puck is sent the other direction. And we're going to have a whistle. I think Liberty had too many men on the ice. The puck was sent to their bench right as they were in the process of a line change. Player jumping on the ice played the puck before somebody got off. So we will be on our first power play with 1 minute left in this first period. So, power play unit's going to come out. Looks like we're going to have Burst Hall and Feltman, and we're going to have Wiseman and Wankowski. Puck is won by Pine Creek, shot by Wiseman from the point, wide of the net. Follow-up rebound shot by Wesley Hall, goes through the wickets, and it is a 1-0 Pine Creek lead. Wiseman shot that was wide of the net, went off the boards, perfect rebound, came straight out to Wesley, who was on the opposite side, and he takes the rebound and throws it back on goal, beats the Liberty goaltender to take that lead. So, nice job, power play unit number 1. So, Gage Nelson, Colton Snuggs, and Jameson Cooper come out, take the ensuing face-off. Win it forward. Cooper has it in the far boards. Centering pass misses Snugs. Liberty's to it first. Winkowski pushes it down to Nelson. Nelson has it. He sends it back out to Snugs. Snugs shoots wide of the goal, and Liberty is there to pick up the rebound. 26 seconds left. Turnover in front. Shot by Snugs off the crossbar. And we're going to have a high sticking penalty on somebody. This is the immediate whistle. So, I don't know if it's played with a high stick. I must have been played with a high stick as we're going down to our zone. 22 seconds left, but nobody's going to the box. Snugs' shot went right off the crossbar right prior to that. Nelson takes the face-off. Won by Liberty. Shot on goal. Second shot that Dusty's seen. He's equal to the task. He was awake and makes an easy glove save and covers it up. Nelson again takes the face-off, pushes it over to Winkowski. Winkowski gets it to center ice. And Gage is able to get there. Nice shot by... Did that go in the net? The net was knocked off again. It looked like we pushed it over there. Nelson did a nice job centering it over there. It looked like a shot on goal, but the net was pushed off again, so we'll have another offensive zone face-off. Puck is dropped, one back. Winkowski's shot is blocked. Follow-up shot saved by the Liberty goaltender. Hall made that shot. His ensuing centering pass goes on goal. It's covered up with 0.4 seconds left in the first period. So we're going to go into the second period with a 1-0 lead. 0.4 seconds left. So if you need to go to the bathroom, you probably got about a minute and 0.4 seconds. Puck is dropped, and that's your first period. I'll be back in just one moment for your second. Welcome back, Eagles fans. We're about to get the second period underway. Starting the second period, Karina Frew is going to be taking this face off. We'll now be moving right to left across your radio dial. Koa Severe is going to be out there as a wing, as is Hayden Wiseman. On defense is going to be Dover and Blasco. Puck is dropped. Liberty controls, pushes it back to their D zone. And then they start their breakout. They turn it over to Redline. Blasco brings it in. He's got a 2-on-1. Nice pass, shot. Nice glove save by the goaltender. Blasco was all pass on that, and the goaltender read that perfectly. But nice pass over to Wiseman, who gets a nice shot on goal. If you were late to the game, it is 1-0 Eagles. Puck is dropped. Quickly, Dover keeps it in the blue line and throws it in. Our goal scorers in the first period, it was Wesley Hall on a power play, assisted by Hayden Wiseman. Koa Severe has the puck. He pushes it out to the slot. Liberty defenders there. They get to center ice. And they'll bring it in. Emerging 3-on-1 with back-checking Eagles. Centering pass broken up by Blasco. Pushed to the near side boards, and Pine Creek starts to break out. Coas gets to the stick of Wiseman. His return pass is sent to Severe. He sends it on goal. Nice save. Kept in by Dover, who sends it in behind the goal, but rebound ends up on the stick of Liberty forward, who brings it out. Shot attempt by Liberty is wide of the net, but Adams was there. It gets sent out to center ice. Liberty's offside. They got to tag up, so we get to the puck and chip it out to center, but turn it over to the Liberty defense. Partial line change by both teams. Dover gets the puck. He chips it out to the blue line. Liberty trying to tag up. Leon's at ours. He's 1-on-1. Throws it into the far side corner. Everhart goes in a forecheck. It is wrapped off the poor referee and stays in his zone. Leon gets there. He pushes it to the point. Unable to keep it at the point is Tollefson, and it goes the other way. Liberty pushes it the other way. They take it back behind the goal. Bumped off the puck by Schaefer. He wraps it around the boards, but nobody there but a Lancer. He recovers, intercepts a pass. It's sent back in. Tollefson tries to wrap it off the boards, but it goes right to a Liberty Lancer. Lancer's shot was on goal, and Lancer scored. So we have a tie game. So Eagles defense unable to get that puck out of the zone. Every pass and every chip that they had seemed to find Lancer, and they took advantage of the multiple opportunities. And on their third shot on goal, they joined the back of the net to tie this up. Ensuing face-off is pushed forward by Feltman, gets it over to Hall. Hall has near side board. Centering pass goes behind Feltman. Kept in by Wankowski. He chips it down, but is sent out of the zone by the Liberty defense. Retreating is Eagles defense. Gets to the stick of Feltman. He brings it in. He's got help. Nice drag move. Shot into the chest. Nice save by Liberty goaltender, and they pick up the rebound and start their breakout. Wesley bumps the player off as they're starting to break out the blue line, causes a turnover. Wankowski gets the puck. Centering pass goes all the way to the slot to the near side boards. Nobody there, and the Lancers wrap it down the boards for an icing. 14:01 in the second. 1-1. Defenses on face-off. New personnel coming out. Looks like Gage Nelson's going to come out with Snuggs and Cooper. Dover and Blasco on D. Nelson's taking this face-off. Wins it back to Blasco. Shot attempt is blocked. Goes wide. He picks up his rebound and just chips it in behind the goal. First to it is Cooper. He gets to it. Goes behind the goal. Surveying, backhand shot, finds Gage Nelson, who's always in the right spot, and he takes the puck and knows exactly what to do with it. Deposits it in the back of the net for a 2-1 Eagle lead. So Gage Nelson has scored in every game he's played, varsity or JV, this entire season, and he continues that streak tonight. He takes that face-off, pushes it over to Snuggs. It's held up at the blue line. We tag up and throw it in. Goes off a Lancer defender. Goes back behind his own goal. to pick up the puck, but is bumped off by a forechecking Nelson. Turnover in front. Snuggs gets to it. Wraparound tent is sticked away. Sent up the near side boards. Kept in by Blasco. He takes the slot. His shot is blocked. Rebound laying in the circles. Nelson causes another turnover. Has it. He's surveying, looking for somebody. Centering pass once again. Shot attempt by Cooper. And it goes in a nice pad save. And the Lancer, no one there for the rebound. We got some pushing and shoving between the Lancer defense and Cooper, who was trying to get back to that loose puck. But the Lancer DE prevented him from getting there. Your Eagles are out shooting Liberty 20-3 and currently hold a 2-1 lead with Gage Nelson with the tie-breaking goal right now. We will have an offensive zone face-off. It looks like we're going to get matching minors. So we're going to play 5-on-5. Appeared to be a roughing call is what I would have said. And so Karina Frew, Koa Severe, and Hayden Wiseman will be out as your wingers. Tollefson and Schaefer at D. Karina takes the face-off, won by Liberty behind their own net. Forechecking Koa causes a turnover, sends it towards a slot. Nobody there but the Lancers. They send it out to the blue line, kept in by Schaefer, who throws it in. The Eagles get it. Shot attempt goes 8 feet high and wide, and it comes back out to the blue line and is sent back in by Schaefer, but lands in on a Lancer stick, and they bring it out 3-on-2. Nice poke check by Tollefson, disrupts a pass down, disrupts a move down the far circles, and it's in the feet of the Eagle defenders. Schaefer goes to the near corner, far corner, picks it up. Tollefson gets the puck, he chips it off the boards, but no one there but a Lancer forward who throws it through the slot and out to the blue line, sent back in. Puck finally lands on the stick of Karina. She sends it out to Wiseman. He's 1-on-1. Trying to stick handle around. Now he's 1-on-2. Drag move. Nice defense. Cause turnover. Shot by Tollefson. Wide of the mark. Goes off the glass, and Winkowski's there. Winkowski picks up the puck. He's now 1-on-4 while we get a line change behind the scenes. 4 Eagles come on. But the Lancers are able to chip that out to center ice. And we retreat. Everhart's come on. He brings it in the blue line. Nice D. Slows that up. But we're able to get the zone and get it down behind the goal line where Serafino's in on the forecheck. Everhart gets it. Pass to the slot. No one home. Comes to the point. Kason Bishop has come on. He throws it in. Winkowski keeps it in the point. Moyman keeps it in from the point momentarily, but it's sent out to the neutral ice, where Bishop gets a hold of it. Bishop chips it forward to Everhart. Everhart gets it up, sends it forward to Serafino, who's top of the circle, shot on goal, and is a save and covered up by the Lancer defense. So we get a wholesale line change. Coming on is going to be Feltman, Hall, and Burst. On defense is going to be Blasco and Dover. Face-off will be to the right of the Lancer goaltender. Feltman's taking his face-off. Puck is dropped. Lancers control. They kick it out to the blue line, kept in by Dover momentarily, but it finds the red line, and they start their breakout. Bumped off the puck by Dover. He gets control, sends it out to neutral, and the Lancers got to tag up. Puck battle at neutral. Nobody has clear possession. Wesley Hall gets control of it in the D zone. He sends it out to Feltman at neutral ice. He's bumped off the puck, but able to maintain control. Puck centering pass goes into the skates of first, and it finds its way below the goal line in the near side corner. Feltman comes in to help Wesley Hall. Wesley gets it to the point. Dover has it. He fans on a shot attempt. It ends up out at center ice, but he's able to get to the puck and send it back in for Feltman. Lancers get there. Wesley Hall back checks. Nice stick lift, and he able to pick up the puck and bring it the other way with some speed. His centering pass finds on the burst, stick and burst. His shot is on goal, but it's a blocker save and covered by the Lancer goaltender, who has seen a lot of action in this period and change. So Nelson, Stubbs, and Cooper coming out there, as well as Tollefson and Schaefer. Nelson with his patented stick twirl sends the puck back to Schaefer. His shot saved by the goaltender. Rebound comes out and is sent out to center ice. Schaefer retreats. Schaefer sends it over to Tollefson. Tollefson surveys, chips it up the boards to Nelson. Nelson's has the puck knocked off his stick. Tollefson chips it up again and gets it forward to Snuggs. Snuggs gets the top of the circle. Shot into the glove and covered by the Lancer goaltender. So Nelson's going to take this face off to the left Lancer goaltender. Same personnel. Lancers only got 4 players out there, so refs are getting them a couple more out. Young man skating down, trying to get to his position. And the referees send the centerman out. Puck is won back by the Lancers, but first to it is Snuggs in the corner at the red line, or at the goal line. It is sent out to the blue line to Schaefer. He pushes it back in, gets it to Nelson. Nelson leaves it for Cooper. Shot, pad, save. Gets his own rebound momentarily, but it is lifted out to center. Tollefson retreats, bangs it off the board, and gets it back to Cooper. Cooper looking for help. He gets it forward to Nelson. Nelson has it stick poked off of his stick, and it goes back to the red line. Schaefer sends it back in. We're going to get appears to be an offside call. So we'll get a line change with 9:27 left in the second. 2-1 Eagles. Karina Fruz come onto the ice with Koa Severe and Hayden Wiseman at D's, Casey Bishop, and Lucas Winkowski. Karina takes the face off, gets it over to Koa. He drops it to Wiseman. His shot is high and wide, goes off the glass. Koa is first to the rebound. His centering pass goes through the slot, finds Winkowski, who gets it to Wiseman. Wiseman's shot is saved by the goaltender, and he's trying to push the rebound in, but the goaltender's equal to the task and keeps it out of the net for another stoppage. Nice look by Koa, able to look up there, and even nicer drop pass back to Winkowski, who sends it in. Karina takes the face off, wins it back to Wiseman. Wiseman drops it for Winkowski. He sends it in, goes into the skates of a player. Follow-up shot goes in. Winkowski picks up his own rebound, goes behind the goal. He's surveying, looking for somebody. Nobody's open. Takes it around, sends a shot in on goal, and this one was covered up. So, no lack of effort on Winkowski's part, but the Lancer goaltender was equal to the task. Wholesale line change coming onto this is going to be Ike Everhart, Anthony Serafino, and Gavin Leon, Blasco, and Dover. Everhart takes the draw, so wins it back to the point. Chipped across by Blasco, but nobody there but the Lancers, who chip it out to center and bring it into the offensive zone. They take it down below the goal line. Centering pass disrupted. Lancers unable to get there, and the puck is pushed to the far corner where Blasco goes in and recovers it. Turnover in top of the dots. Backhand shot attempt goes wide. Dover picks up the rebound. He pushes it forward to Everhart. He's bumped off the puck, but is able to get the puck to center where it lands on the stick of Leon. Leon brings it in, gets through one. Centering pass goes into the feet. He tries to drop it, gets it to Everhart, who sends it to the point to Dover. Dover's shot is knocked away by the goaltender, and Everhart gets there and chips it forward. Lancers are able to get to a loose puck, and they throw it out of the zone, but icing is waved off. Blasco's got it back at the zone. He tries to get it out. Pass is intercepted and sent back in, and we'll try again. Pine Creek struggling to get out of their own zone here. Able to do so, finally chip it out. Gage Nelson's come on, forechecking. Lancers are content just trying to slap shot it down the length of the ice. Unable to do so, but they get it out of the zone. It ends up with a stick of Feltman, who brings it in. He stick hands through two. Shot, top shelf over the right shoulder. Feltman with a goal makes it 3-1 Eagles. And I thought we were the visiting team, but the goal horn went off, so we'll take the little W. So 3-1 Eagles. Nice shot by Feltman over the shoulder. Ensuing face-off. Controlled by the Lancers. Nice work by Tollefson. Brings it forward. Stick handles, but he's bumped off the puck, and it starts to go the other way. Lancers turn it over at the blue line, and Feltman brings it in. He's got people with him. He stick hands around one. Backhand. Nice pad save by the Lancer goaltender. Keeps that out of the net. Burst is forechecking. He gets it out to Hall. Shot attempt by Tollefson. High and wide of the net. Goes off the glass and goes to Schaefer. Puck again comes to the blue line. Nelson holds the blue line. He's got control of it. Stick handles. Drops it. And the puck ends up. And trying to wrap it around is Nelson. It looks like the Lancer goaltender somehow was able to keep that puck out. He had his legs stretched out. Nelson found a loose puck and tried to jam it behind and in, but he was able to hold the puck and keep this a 3-1 lead. Nelson takes a face-off. Puck is dropped. He has it in his feet. It's pushed out to center ice and goes the length of the ice. And it'll be an icing as the Lancers send it that way. So 6:10 left in the second period. 3-1 Pine Creek. We're out shooting the Liberty 32-3. Bishop Winkowski on D. Refs don't even wait for the players to get set. Lancers get control, but they turn it over. Cooper's first to the puck. Battling in the near side corner, takes it behind the goal. He's looking for somebody to pass to. Centering pass to Snugs. Goes all the way to the near side boards. She's able to pinch it across the boards. Bishop keeps it in. We got Nelson trying to dig it out. He does so, gets control of it. Drag move as he does. Looking, passing, and shot by Snugs. Backhand saved by Liberty goaltender. Nelson had all day, got that guy down, and then sent it over to Snugs, unable to get it in. Nelson forechecking near side corner. Gets it to Snugs. Nope, to Cooper. Sent back towards the goal. Lancers are there. Nice job on this forecheck. All 100% Eagles. Cooper's there. Centering pass finds Nelson. He gets his stick, shoots it on goal. Glove save. Sent behind the net. And this line will go for a partial change. Bishop tried to keep it in, unable to do so. It finds the red line, but Karina's come on. She picks up loose change, and she's going to give it a go. She's 1-on-3. Two Lancers take each other out. Her shot goes just wide of the net, and she's first to the rebound. Puck comes to the point. Winkowski's shot attempt goes off a skate, comes all the way back to the defensive zone, and Blasco will pick it up and send it back forward to Sevier, who kicks it over to Wiseman, who tries to return it, but nobody there but a Lancer. Lancer bringing in 1-on-4. He's blown up off the puck, and that's going to be a penalty for a cross check as Hayden came up on the back check and lunged a little bit too much and knocked the player down. So with 4:13 left in this second period, we'll be on our first penalty kill. Wiseman's going to sit in the box 2 minutes for cross-checking. PK unit appears to be Blasco and Dover with Hall and Feltman. Puck is dropped, won by the Eagles, wrapped out to center ice where the Lancers will retreat. Forechecking Wesley Hall causes a turnover, and it is sent the other way once again. Lancers try again to break it out. Miss a stretch pass, but they bring it in, emerging 2-on-1. Dover's there. He gets a stick on it and pushes it aside. But the loose puck finds its way to the Lancer stick at the point and sends it right back in. Lancers have it behind the net. Centering pass goes to the side. Dusty just covers it up, and he's seen enough with 3:34 left in the second period. 1:22 left on this penalty kill. Change in personnel. Looks like we're going to have Cooper out there with Snugs, Tollefson, and Schaefer. Puck goes to the corner, sent behind the goal by the Lancers. Out to the point, forechecking Nelson, causes an errant pass, and Pine Creek's able to push it back out to center where where Cooper's first to it. Schaefer gets the hold of it, and he'll just throw it in. He goes all the way down. Lancers recover at their own blue line. They start to bring it out. 1-on-4. Shot attempt is high and wide, misses the net. Pine Creek's first to the puck, chipped out to the blue line, but doesn't leave. Lancers push it back behind the goal once again. Centering pass misses everybody, and it's going to go out to center ice. Now we got a foot race. Wes Snugs is first to it. He is tripped. Shot on goal. Save, but he's going to draw a penalty. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty shot. Nope, it's going to be a trip. It is going to be a penalty shot. So Snugs got enough separation on that breakaway, so he's going to have a penalty shot here. Takes a moment to compose himself. Picks up the puck at the red line, goes to the left side. Surveying, takes it to the slot, shoots, saves, and scores his first goal of the season. Cody Snugs on the penalty shot makes this a 4-1 game. Nice job, Snugs. I know that is something that has been weighing on him. He has been snake bit through the first 9 games of this season, but finally finds the back of the net. I'm sure him and his family are proud. But moving on, 4-1 Eagles. We're going to get our ensuing face-off. Everhart takes it, wins it back, goes on goal. Dusty is awake. He sticks it to the side, and it is chipped out of the zone by the Pine Creek defense. Everhart on a ferocious forecheck, 1-on-3. Still keeps it in the zone somehow and pushes it behind the goal. Lancer defense content with just taking it and throwing it the length of the ice for an icing call. And so we'll do it again. It's like we're going to have Everhart, Leon out there, as well as Serafino, Bishop, and Wankowski. Everhart taking his face off to the right of the Lancer goaltender. Puck is dropped, goes to Wankowski, ends up in his feet. He's able to chip it to the side, and Leon's there to help keep the puck in. Puck sent out to the blue line. Serafino has it top of the circle. Glove saved by the Lancer goaltender, and they'll get a stoppage. Penalty is over. It is a 1:51 left in this second period. Everhart wins it back to Serafino. He pushes it to the point. Bishop tries to keep it in, unable to do so, and the Lancers break it out. They've got an emerging 3-on-1 if they hurry, but they don't, and we send it the other way. Lancer D tries to throw it forward. They're able to get it inside the zone. It trickles all the way down to the goal line, but ends up on the stick of Serafino. He pushes it out to center ice. Leon blows a tire, and Lancers pick up a loose puck, but Everhart's there to push it forward. Lancers recover. They send it out to the top. Winkowski's got it top of the circle. He stick handles around, gets it to Serafino. He blows an edge. Bishop keeps it in the blue line momentarily, but it squirts out into center ice. But Eagles are still able to maintain control. Serafino brings it back in onside. Surveying, but slides off his stick, and he blows the tire as well. Lancers chip it out, and it's going to go all the way down to our blue line, where Winkowski will pick it up, and we'll get a line change behind the scenes. Winkowski's pass goes into the skate of a Lancer defender, forechecker, but no harm, no foul, as Feltman picks up the loose change, and he brings it in. Feltman's looking, centering pass intercepted, pushed to the far corner. Feltman still has it, surveying. Top of the circle, shot, glove save, rebound, put in the back of the net by Wesley Hall. It's 5-1 Eagles with 19 seconds left in the second period. So Feltman able to create some offense, make some space along those boards, gets to the top of the circle. Nice shot on goal, and Wesley Hall's where he should be, able to pick up a rebound after that shot and deposit it in the back of the net for 5-1 Eagle lead. Puck is dropped. Feltman takes it. Dover has the puck. He chips it forward. We're offside with 11 seconds. Feltman takes his face off. No one's got clear possession. Feltman pushes it into the zone. He has it, finally gets possession. Shot on goal as time expires. But that's your second. So with end of the second, it is 5-1 Eagles. There was some discussion pregame as to whether or not they were going to cut the ice with it being this late of a game. And it looks like the coach's gentleman agreement is that everyone wants to go home as soon as they can after this game. So, it does not appear that we will be cutting the ice, so I'm going to take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be right back with you for the third. Welcome back for your third period. Karina Freer is going to take this face-off. She, again, is going to have Wiseman and Severe with her. Puck is dropped. On D is Blasco and Dover. Controlled by the Lancers. They get into the zone. They chip it to the far corner where Dover goes to recover. He chips it off the boards. Icing is waved. It goes all the way down, and the Lancers will recover just before it gets to the goal line and send it out to center ice. Puck battle along near side boards at the red line. Squirts out, ends up on a stick of Severe, who sends it over to Wiseman, but held up at the blue line as Wiseman, and the puck is sent back to Dover. Dover chips it forward, gets it over to Wiseman. Wiseman's return pass is intercepted. Nice job by Blasco, keeps it in. His shot is deflected, goes behind the net, and the Lancers are breaking out. Back checking Wiseman disrupts a play. Koa's there, and he wraps it off the boards, and Eagles are able to get a line change. Bishop first to the puck. He goes behind the goal, reverses direction, and throws it around and gets it to Snuggs. Snuggs tries to collect it. He gets it over the stick of Cooper. Cooper rubbed off the puck, drops it there at the red line. Bishop pushes it forward, but the puck is going the other way. Back checking Wankowski, bumps the Lancer forward off the puck, and Cooper's able to pick it up. Stick handle around 1, stick handle around 2, but not 3. Lancers, and they keep it in at the blue line. Nice defensive work by Eagle defense, and Wankowski brings it out of the zone, takes it in, drop pass to the center, nobody there. And the Lancers pick up loose change, and they send it the length of the ice, and that should go for an icing. Oh, it stops right on the red line. It's waved off. Cooper picks up the puck. He pushes it forward to Gage Nelson. Gage Nelson tries to get it around the player. Puck is bouncing, unable to do so. Gage picks up the loose puck, gets around, stick hands around 1, looks, shoots, saved by the goaltender. Rebound is pushed all the way out to center ice, and Leon's first to it. Bishop's there. He drops it for Tollefson. Tollefson chips it forward. He gets it forward to Lancer to the blue line to Serafino, who sends it in. Everhart in the far corner, battling with some Lancer forwards. Puck squirts out to the Lancers, and they bring it in. Lancer forwards 1-on-4, sends a shot attempt that's wide of the mark, lands on an Eagle stick. And Serafino gets to a puck, and he sends it out to center ice to Everhart. Everhart gets the blue line, leaves it for Leon, who sends it behind the goal. Everhart gets to it, tries to reverse pass, ends up on the stick of Serafino. His shot is blocked, goes wide of the net, and the puck is laying just outside the crease, and the Lancer goalie dives on it, and so we'll get a quick stoppage. 13:42 in the third, 5-1 Eagles, and a wholesale line change. Dover and Blasco coming out to play D. Feltman, Hall, and Burst playing forward. Shot attempt is blocked wide of the net. Wesley Hall's first to the rebound. Centering pass goes into the slot and sent back out. Lancer's able to pick up loose change, push it out, but kept in by Dover. Dover's shot attempt just wide of the net, goes to the near corner. Forechecking Eagle, able to keep it in. Centering pass broken up, goes to the far corner. Wesley's there. Puck comes out to the slot. It's in everyone's skates. Somebody's able to get a shot on goal, but it goes to the far corner once again. Feltman gets there, stuck in his skates, reversing direction. And the Lancers finally just push it to the point. Dover sends it back in. Deflected, goes wide of the net. And the puck comes along the far boards, but is played with a high stick. And so we're going to get a... it's going to be a high stick, played with a high stick, so it's going to come back to our zone. So Wankowski and Bishop playing defense. Wiseman, Karina, and Koa. left of Dusty. Eagles win the face-off. Karina's got it. She pushes the center ice, but nobody there but the Lancers. They bring it in onside. Shot attempt wide of the net. Dusty watches it sail into the corner, and Karina picks up loose change. She drops it for Bishop. Bishop sends it forward, but it stretched past Mrs. Koa, but he's able to disrupt the play a little bit. Lancers clearing pass intercepted by Bishop, who sends it to the corner. Shot from Bishop, blockered away. Chipped out to center, bounces over the stick of Wankowski. He'll retreat. Puck lands on the stick of Karina. Karina brings it in. She's got Koa. Shot attempt, save. Follow-up centering pass is covered up by the Lancer goaltender. And we'll get some new people. Nelson Snuggs and Cooper coming on. It appears that Bishop and Winkowski will remain. Nelson wins the puck, sends it to the slot, gets his own rebound, has one-on-one on the goalie, and Lancers able to get to it, and they chip it out to center. Retreating is Bishop. He sends it over to Wankowski. He throws it off the near side boards, lands on the stick of Nelson. Lancer falls down. Nelson brings it in. Shot, and he'll wait, go to the center and throw it over the left pad and make it 6-1 Eagles for Gage Nelson's second goal of the game. All gas, no brakes. 6-1 Eagles, 11-19. We get one more and we can make this a running clock. Nelson's taking the ensuing face-off. Only personnel change is Schaefer and Tollefson. Lancers retreat. They send it on goal themselves on their own goaltender. Send it off the board, unable to keep it in. Snuggs retreats, gets it. He sends it in, but it's going to be on the wrong side of the red line. Stretch pass misses. It goes for an icing. So Serafino, who we got out here? We got Everhart, Serafino, and Leon, Dover, and Blasco. Puck is dropped, won by the Lancers. Shot and attempt goes wide of the net. Blasco is first to the puck. Pushes it back towards the center. Dover picks up the puck. He sends it out to center ice. Lancers are offside. And they chip as it gets chipped back in, so they'll tag up. And once again, nice stick work, and it goes out to center ice. Lancers got to tag up yet again. Puck just inside the blue line, unable to do anything with it to the Lancers, but neither are we. We eventually get it to center ice and just send it down. Lancers recover. They send it the other way. Icing's waved off as Wally retreats. Dover retreats. His pass is blocked. Nice forecheck by the Lancers. Centering pass through the crease. Nobody home. Chipped out to the blue line by Serafino. Dover brings out the loose change. Stick hands around one. Gets to the slot. Has it there. Shot attempt. Deflected. Goes wide. And ends up out in the corner. Nice job by Dover. Serafino gets the puck. He takes it to the corner. He's looking for somebody. Centering pass goes all the way to the point. Blasco's handcuffed, unable to do anything with it, so he tries to throw down goal. Hits shin guard and bounces out to center. Eagles content just icing it, going for a line change. Oh, they dies before it gets there. That's what bad ice will do for you. So we get away with one there. Get a wholesale line change. Winkowski's got the puck at the red line. He chips it in. We're offside. Delay offside. Able to tag up his burst. He gets onside. Begins his forecheck. Lancers trying to get it out. They throw it off the skates of burst, and Wesley Hall's there. Puck is pushed past Wesley into the defensive zone, where Wankowski will pick it up. and skated up the far boards in front of the bench. He finds Wesley Hall. Stick cancels around, centering pass back to Serafino. And a shot on goal. Excuse me, that was to burst, and he gets a nice shot on goal, but the goaltender was equal to the task. Keeps it 6-1. Puck is dropped. Eagles maintain control. Feltman's got it. He's with Wesley Hall, sent in on goal. Follow-up shot is wide of the net. Centering pass again, goes through the crease. Lancers just trying to get control of the puck, unable to do so. Kaysen wraparound attempt, goes off the side of the net. Puck ends up behind it, wrapped off the boards. And the Lancers just sent it the length of the ice, and this will have enough for icing, and so we will get an icing call and a wholesale line change with 7:54 left in this third. 6-1 Eagles. Wiseman, Karina, and Koa coming out, as is Schaefer and Tollefson. Karina gets tossed. She went a little bit early. Wiseman comes in to take the face off. Wins it straight to Koa. Koa's shot goes just wide of the goal. He's first to the puck, but bumped off of it. Wiseman comes in support. Koa wraps it around the boards. Kept him by pinching Tollefson. He sends it to the center. Ends up in a stick of Karina. She has a stick checked off of her, but she's able to keep it in momentarily. Schaefer recovers, sends it over to Tollefson. Tollefson gets the blue line. Shot attempt on goal, pad save, covered up. New forwards, Gage Nelson, Cooper, and Stuggs are coming on. Tollefson and Schaefer will remain. Puck is dropped. Won by Liberty. They push it to the blue line, kept in by Schaefer. He sends it forward, runs in the stick of Nelson. Nelson sends it over to Snuggs. Wide open net. He slams it, shelves it, but the goaltender throws his glove out there with a flash and robs Snuggs of his second goal of the game. Nelson takes the ensuing faceoff. Puck is dropped. Nelson controls, centers it to himself, gets it over to Cooper. His backhand shot attempt is blocked, but he gets his own rebound. Goes behind the net, wraps it off the boards. It's going to go to Nelson down low. Nelson's looking around, he's 1-on-2, but comes away with the puck. 1-on-2 again. Centering pass gets to Schaefer. Schaefer has it, top of the circle, sent in on goal. Cooper first to the rebound. Surveying, gets it back out to Schaefer. Schaefer's drag move, shot blocked. Tollefson has it. His shot attempt goes on goal, covered up. Then we're going to get a wholesale line change, 6:23 left. Blasco and Dover on defense. Wiseman, Leon, and Everhart taking a face-off. Puck is dropped. Everhart wins it back. Shot from Blasco. Goes off two Lancers and in the near side corner, but the rebound bounces out. Back to Blasco, who chips it over to Dover. Dover stick hands around one, but not two, and the Lancers get it out to center ice. Blasco's there. Blasco chips it off the board, gets it straight to Everhart. Everhart has it poked off his stick. It's bumped off the puck, but it's in his feet, and it comes out to center ice to Dover, who chips it off the board back to Everhart. Nice drag move around one player, gets it slot, shot, blocked by Lancer defense. Blasco keeps it in. Everhart gets the rebound. His shot is blocked by the Lancer defense. It goes behind the net. And one Lancer brings it out. Appears bringing out 1-on-4. Gets the blue line, chips it into the corner, but he's still 1-on-2 now, and Eagles are able to push it out. Leon gets to the puck. He's 1-on-1. Leon takes it down to the far board. Surveying drop pass, misses Everhart. Lancers are there, and they bring it out, start it going the other way. Send a shot in on goal. Dusty's there. He sticks it up into his glove, and we'll cover it up with 5:09 left in this third period. Hall, Burst, and Feltman. Feltman takes this draw, won by Lancers. They turn it over. Wesley picks up the loose change, gets the blue line, takes it down the far side boards behind the goal. Surveying drops it to Feltman. Feltman has it. Surveying, he sends it over to the slot to Winkowski. He brings it in. Shot, blocked, goes the other way. The Lancers are pressing. Pine Creek defense gets backed. Able to Hall, nice back check, bumps player off, and we'll go the other way. Winkowski brings it in, drops it for Feltman. Feltman's shot just misses the net high and wide, goes behind, wraps off the boards, and comes up to the point where the Lancers are unable to get it out. Feltman picks it up again, takes it to the far corner. Centering pass ends up on the stick of Bishop. Bishop drops it for Feltman. Feltman drags around, stick handles, sends it in on goal, but the goaltender's able to cover it up as he makes his last drag move and unable to finish. So, Wiseman, Frew, and Sevier coming out. Bishop and Winkowski will remain. Puck is dropped. Won by the Eagles, sent back, but it goes between the D all the way back to our zone. Winkowski chips it out to center. Karina picks up the loose change. She's surveying, finds Koa. He chips it in, but it's a little too tall, and it ends up in the stick of a Lancer, who sends it right back out. Winkowski tries to bring it in, but we were in the process of tagging up, so we'll be offside. Karina takes the face-off. Puck is dropped, one to the far side boards. Bishop first there. He'll throw it in. Forechecking Karina. And Wiseman. Nice job by Karina. Forces a turnover. Liberty retreats back behind their own goal, but they come away with the puck. Stood up at the blue line by Winkowski, causes a turnover, and we'll pick it up. Karina has it at center ice, brings it in onside, gets to the top of the circle, near side dot, goes around one player. Shot attempt on goal, rebound left there. Nobody there to do anything with a rebound. Puck is pushed the other way. Centering pass goes through the crease into the far boards. Bishop picks up the loose change, goes behind the net. Centering pass goes all the way out to the slot, but we're going to get a whistle. And I don't know what the whistle was for, but we got one. So, Nelson, Snuggs, Cooper, Tollefson, Schaefer. Nelson taking the face-off, looking for his third. Puck is dropped. Nelson gets it to Cooper. Cooper sends it to Tollefson. His shot attempt is blocked, but ends up on the stick of a Lancer defender who brings it out to center. Pickpocketed by Nelson. Nelson gets a blue line. Snuggs in support. Nelson has it again. Drag move. Troofs it. Hat trick. Nelson again. That's another hat trick for Gage Nelson. Three goals to Gay. No celebration here as this game is over. 7-1 Eagles. And they'll just go back and drop the puck. Puck is dropped. Snuggs picks it up. Chipped in by the Lancers. Snug sends it over far side boards to Cooper. Cooper gets to it. He's looking for somebody. He drops it for Tollefson. Brings it forward. Tollefson's got it on far side boards. Goes down to the goal line. Centering pass to the crease. No one home. Lancers first to it. Chipped to the blue line. Kept in by Schaefer. Schaefer throws it in for Snugs to go do some forechecking. It finds its way back out to the blue line. It's sent right back in with 1:46. Puck sent out to center ice. Tollefson goes back and picks it up. His clearing attempt finds a Lancer stick, but no harm, no foul. Cooper's there to pick up the loose change. Cooper gets the blue line, and he'll pin it against the boards. Puck comes out to center ice. Dover's got it. Dover throws it off the glass, and it'll go in. We've got 1:18 left in the game. Puck pushed forward. Everhart's first to it. Puck is wrapped around the boards to Leon. Serafino picks up the loose puck behind the goal. He's bumped off of it, battling behind the net. Coming away with it, Serafino. He sends it to Dover, who sends a shot wide of the goal. 45 seconds left in the game. Kept in by Leon. His centering pass sends it to Everhart. Everhart's shot is blocked. And a clearing attempt goes to the blue line, but Blasco able to keep it in. 34 seconds left in the game. Liberty wraps it around. Dover slips off his stick. It lands on a stick of Lancer. Lancers get it to center ice, but that's as far as they'll take it as the puck is sent the other direction with 20 seconds left in this game. So bad ice. Everyone's tired. We're going to tag up here. We got 10 seconds left in this game. For those of you who stayed up with us, we appreciate you supporting the Pine Creek Eagles. Your JV Eagles are going to sweep the season series and finish 9-0-1 at this point in time with 4 or 5 games left. So, Eagles with the dub. Dusty didn't see a whole lot of action, but he has yet another shutout. Well, no, he almost had a shutout. He gave up 1 goal as a result of some poor defensive play, but we were able to capitalize on some power play opportunities, score a short-handed goal on a penalty shot. So a lot of highlights for this late-night game. Thankfully, all the boys and girls get to sleep in a little bit for tomorrow, and we'll be back with you here next week on Tuesday for our next game. Thanks for being with us.